Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm diving into a hot topic that's been stirring up a lot of discussions lately. What could happen to Africa if Donald Trump wins the 2024 US presidential election? Let's break down the 5 major changes we might see. Firstly, there's a lot of chatter about Trump's approach to migration policies. During his first term, he implemented stricter migration laws that had global repercussions. If re-elected, we could see even more stringent policies, potentially making it harder for Africans to migrate to the US. This could impact not just individuals but also the flow of skilled labor and remittances back to African nations. Next up is infrastructure. Trump has often touted his focus on infrastructure projects. While this might sound promising, there's a catch. His America First approach means these projects are likely to prioritize US interests. Yes, there could be investments in African infrastructure, but probably with strings attached that benefit the US more than Africa itself. Thirdly, let's talk about climate change. Africa is one of the continents most affected by climate change, and Trump's track record on this issue isn't encouraging. His previous term saw the US withdraw from the Paris Agreement, and his focus on fossil fuels could mean less cooperation on global climate initiatives. This could spell trouble for African nations already grappling with environmental challenges. The fourth point is democracy and human rights. Trump's previous policies in Africa were criticized for prioritizing economic interests over democratic values. Remember the situation in the Democratic Republic of Congo? Despite clear signs of electoral fraud, the administration didn't take a strong stance, focusing instead on economic gains. A second term might see a continuation of this trend, potentially undermining democratic processes in African countries. Lastly, we need to consider the geopolitical landscape. Trump's America First strategy and focus on bilateral deals often left a vacuum that other global powers like China and Russia eagerly filled. If Trump wins again, we could see a further decline in US influence in Africa, opening the door wider for these global players to strengthen their foothold in the region. So those are the 5 major changes we might see in Africa if Trump wins in 2024. Stricter migration policies, a conditional focus on infrastructure, less cooperation on climate change, a sidelining of democratic values and human rights, and a shifting geopolitical landscape. It's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.